kindergarten friends. Mrs. Satterfield, that's me, has been coming to your classrooms, and we've talked a lot about our feelings over the different months. We've talked about joy. Can you guys show me a joy face? That's mine. Yes, we know about joy, and we know about how it feels inside, and it makes us happy, and it makes us excited. We also talked about sadness. Can you show me a sad face? Yep, we can tell when people are sad, can't we? By the way their face looks and how their body kind of droops. Sadness doesn't feel very good inside. It makes us feel kind of down. And remember that word blue? Sometimes people use the word blue to say that they're sad. But we talked about sadness. Then we talked about anger. Anger is a really big feeling. Sometimes it gets so big that it's hard for us to think. It makes it very hard sometimes to calm down and do the right things. But we've worked a whole lot on being able to stop and think and use that thinking train that we have in there that's always running. That brain of ours, it's always working. And you can help yourself calm down, maybe give yourself a timeout if you need to, and stop and think when we have a big emotion so that we know what to do and so that we stay out of trouble, that we make good choices, and that we can get along with our friends. Now, there are two other emotions that I want to talk about with you. One of them is disgust. The other one is fear. Okay, we're going to start with disgust. I'm not going to read the whole book because there are two of them and they're kind of long. So I am just going to talk a little bit about these feelings with you. And then when you're in your Zoom meetings with your teachers, you'll have a chance to talk a little bit more. Okay, are you ready? Froggies are a reminder. Make sure your eyes are on the screen, your ears are listening, and your body's under control. So let's take a deep breath. Out. And we can talk about disgust. I wonder if you've heard that word before. Disgust is a feeling that makes you feel kind of like, yuck, that's gross. Kind of like if I asked you if you wanted to eat a pizza with worms on it. Ew, that's yucky. That's disgusting. Your body feels like, ew, yuck, when something is disgusting. And that's who this character is, Disgust. And Disgust has an attitude. She doesn't like things very much. Everything is yucky and gross to her. Do you guys know how to make a disgusted face? Like, ew, yuck. See the way my face changes? And it has an attitude. Like, I don't think I like you. Or I don't think I like that thing. Everybody feels disgusted sometimes, but we have to be careful about our attitude. That we are still kind if we're talking to a person that maybe we aren't sure about. Okay, are you ready? Let's look at a couple things about disgust. I'm disgust. You see her sitting there? Yeah. You should know there are a lot of gross things out there. There are a lot of things in the world that she just thinks are yucky. Like feet. She thinks feet are disgusting. Who decided people should walk around on smelly blobs with toes sticking out at the ends? Ew, yuck. Feet are disgusting. I don't think feet are disgusting, but she does. Sometimes the things that you think are yucky aren't the things that other people think are yucky. But everybody has those feelings sometimes. And for her, she right now thinks that feet are pretty gross. Oh boy, look here. Even the things that cover feet are gross. Ew. Do you see that sock? She's holding a sock right there. Ew, stinky. I will agree that sometimes socks are pretty stinky. If you took off your shoe and you put your nose in there, ooh, yuck, ew, that would stink. Or if you were in gym and you've been running around all day or after recess and you took off your sock and you smelled it, yuck, P-U. I would agree. That could be disgusting. But if I just got them out of the washer, they wouldn't be stinky at all. So then they wouldn't be disgusting to me. Another thing that she thinks is disgusting are little crabs. Those little animals that crawl around in the sand. I don't think crabs are disgusting, but she does. She doesn't like them. That's the thing about disgust, that we feel it for different things. I can tell you about pizza. I love pizza. But for a long time, I would not try pizza that had chicken and bacon and ranch on it. I thought that was disgusting. It didn't sound good. Yuck. Then finally, a friend of mine convinced me to try it. You know what? What I thought was disgusting is one of my favorite kinds of pizza. I love chicken bacon ranch. But I just had to be brave and try it first. It wasn't that it was really bad. I just thought in my mind, ooh, that would be yucky. So sometimes we have to stop and think about whether or not we should try something, that maybe it's okay. But if it was pizza with worms on it, when I stop and think, I know, yuck, I'm not eating that. It's not a good thing. It wouldn't be healthy for my body. So disgust is one of those things that you might feel about something and your friends might not, or your friends might feel about something and you might not. But everybody feels it sometime. Okay, let's switch over and talk about fear. Fear is an emotion that everybody feels sometimes. I wonder if you guys know how to make a fear face. You know how to make a face that says, I'm scared? Like, oh. Sometimes you make a noise, oh, oh. Or just your face says, I'm afraid. Okay, everybody feels fear sometimes. That's very normal, just like disgust, just like joy, just like sadness and anger. And sometimes fear is a feeling that can get very, very big. And it is something that's really important, really, to us. Fear is our alarm bell. When you feel afraid, that's your body saying, oh, stop, think, am I okay? Am I safe? It's really important for us to be safe. So we need to listen and pay attention if our body is saying, I'm scared. If you are afraid about something, if you're feeling scared, it's very, very important for you to use that thinking train. You have to put that thinking train out in front of your feelings. Stop and think, what do I need to do to be safe? Should I go get somebody to help me? Should I move away? Should I walk away from the situation or get away from the situation? Should I stop what I'm doing and not take another step or not do something? Fear is there for a reason. It's really, really important to us. Right, let's read this little book or look at a couple of things in the book, and then we'll talk a little bit more. Hello, I'm Fear. Sometimes when we're afraid, it's hard to talk. When we're afraid, it's hard to be brave. And so fear sometimes has a shaky voice. Especially since this world is full of terrifying things. Look, I have a list. Fear is afraid of everything. Look how long that list is. Oh, up and down, up, over, sadness, and keeps on going. There's so many things that fear is afraid of. Oh, look, here's one. The stairs down to the basement. Can you see that? He's afraid of the stairs to the basement. And when I look at the picture, it gives me a clue about why he might be afraid. I think it's because it's dark. And being afraid of the dark, that makes sense because we can't see. We don't know what's there. So if you're looking down the stairs to the basement and it's dark, I think there's something you can do to make sure you're safe. I think if you stop and think, you can solve that problem. Hmm. Anybody have an idea? Think, think, think. I bet you could turn on the light. If you turn the light on, then you're safe when you go down the basement. You don't have to worry about walking down those stairs and getting hurt. And you can see what's in front of you. So you don't have to be afraid. Being able to stop and think helps you solve problems. And it's really important if you're scared. Over here, oh, he's afraid of Grandma's vacuum cleaner. Look at that. He's afraid of the sweeper. Hmm. I wonder what makes him afraid of the sweeper. Can you think? I bet I know. I bet it's the noise. I bet because the noise can be loud, it might scare him. Now, I'll tell you, my dogs are afraid of the sweeper. They run away. They don't like the noise either. And they jump up on the furniture to get away from it because I think maybe they think it's going to get them. They don't understand that it's just a machine that people run. But fear sometimes doesn't do a very good job of stopping and thinking about, oh, it's really just a machine and I'm okay. It's not going to hurt me. When you're scared, you have to stop and think. Remember, I told you that fear has a job. The job of fear is to be your alarm bell and let you know something might happen if you're not careful. Or maybe you need to get safe. Fear's talking to the other feelings right now in this picture about sliding down the banister. Now, the banister, some people might not know that word. That's the railing or the thing that you hold on to. If you go downstairs, you go down a bunch of steps, you hold on to the little bar, that's the banister. And there's a picture there of somebody sitting on the banister and sliding down. Fear is saying, hey, that's not safe. You could get hurt. And that's what's really important about fear. Fear is there to tell you, wait, that may not be safe. You need to stop and think to make sure you don't get hurt. Now, if we talk about both of these, disgust and fear, sometimes they go together. Sometimes there are situations that your body feels yucky and you don't know why. But something's going on and it's like, ooh, this doesn't feel good. Ooh. Remember when you say ooh or you think ooh, that is kind of disgust. That's like, ooh, I don't think that's okay. That doesn't feel good. When your body feels like it's uncomfortable, like something's wrong, and maybe you feel a little scared, like, I don't like this. This isn't good. That's telling you to stop and try to get out of that situation. Maybe stop what you're doing. Maybe walk away from that person or try to move away from that person if it's a person that's making you uncomfortable. But if your body is feeling, ooh, that's not okay, I'm not safe, then you need to make sure that there are people you can talk to. You need to make sure that you know who to talk to. Who's at home? Who is someone that you feel safe with saying, I don't feel good. This doesn't feel good or this scares me. It's really important that there are people at home. It could be your mom or your dad. It could be an older brother or sister. It could be an aunt or an uncle or a grandma or a grandpa. It could even be a neighbor. That's okay. If you aren't feeling safe, then you need to ask for help. It doesn't feel good when we don't feel safe. And you need to turn to other adults around you to help you. Okay, I want you to know that we are thinking about you and we want you to be safe and healthy. So make sure that you ask for help when you need it. All right, we're going to end for today. I'm really glad that I got a chance to share these lessons with you. And I'll give you a chance to say goodbye to Froggy. On the count of three, say goodbye, Froggy. 1, 2, 3. Goodbye, my friends. It was really good to talk to you today.